And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Jaylen Brown out there with James. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Howard in at the 5. And for the Pistons, they've got Bowen. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Thompson. Then it's Reed. And it's Holmgren in at the power forward. Big-time basketball in the Big Apple. A couple of fan bases, Greg, that have so much pride in their team.
Kevin, having played for the Knicks, I know what the feeling is toward the other team in New York City. Animosity typically runs deep in a big city like this when you have two teams.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
And the growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Here's Thompson. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
And Howard knows exactly what he's out there to do: defend, rebound the ball, and be aggressive in the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And we'll see if anything's different this year, because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Here's Howard. Second shot opportunity. No good that time. Good D by Holmgren. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. Now, he said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Howard dishes to Brown. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
And not the easiest shot on the floor. And Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
Here's Bowen. He's covered by Brown. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. James finds Mitchell. LeBron outside. Howard with a screen on Holmgren. James.
Who's ball? First personal foul. Team second.
Mitchell against Thompson. New York moving the ball around. Back to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3.
And that's the kind of in-your-face defense that's setting the tone for SGA and the rest of this team. You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Philadelphia. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Good work there as it goes.
So much speed from Shea. Used it there to get by the defense.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The kick out to Brown. They grab their own miss. And Howard slams it home.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Nailed from three-point land.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 1. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Now here's James after the miss from Chet Holmgren. Round kicks to Brunson. Howard with a screen on Holmgren. And it's Brunson missing.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Owen's shot is off.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Thompson finds Holmgren. Plays it up and banks it in. Holmgren's got 5 points so far.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Brunson the pass to LeBron. Howard with a screen on Holmgren. LeBron dishes to Howard. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And the Pistons making a change here. Williams is checked in. Randall's checked in for New York. Clock at 6. Williams against LeBron. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
All 3 levels, LeBron James, the ultimate all-time scorer.
Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Now here's Thompson. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Williams kicks to Thompson. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by New York. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Brunson outside. LeBron against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mitchell. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
And a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brunson. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket tonight.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Jalen Williams, 4th.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Randall a screen on Williams. James the pass to Howard. Reed with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Brunson picks him up. Here's Williams. That's short off the rim. New York trailing. The drive by Mitchell.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson scanning the floor. Mitchell in the corner. Brunson finds James. Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Howard trying to free himself up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Got one on Holmgren.
Well, Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
And the first one at the line is good. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Now here's James. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Bounce pass, Halliburton. LeBron is doubled. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to LeBron. New York needs to get off a shot. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist by James.
No hesitation from Tyrese Halliburton. He's a confident guy.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Doherty. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. LeBron with it. Picked up by Thompson. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Howard. Howard's got 8 points.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Last season, he played outstanding, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage, able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And you said it, top 5 percentage from deep. I don't think last year was an aberration. He's one of the deadliest sharpshooters in the game. Randall no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And, guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Now, here's Howard. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Howard can't hit. Pistons trail by 4. Will it go? And it's laid up and in by Thompson.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Randall down low. Working on Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Picked by Randall. Halliburton kicks to Randall. Williams against LeBron. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. He's got 6.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside Williams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption.
Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
And Randall throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Thompson. And it's in there. Thompson's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Now James. 23 points for him the last game against the Heat in Miami.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Tie game in Detroit. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Hero out there with Monk. Then it's Reed. Then it's Williams. And it's Doherty in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Halliburton after Tyler Hero's bucket. Brunson against Hero. And a wide open look for Halliburton. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the night. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Reed. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
The Pistons making a change here. Owens checked in. And then for New York, OG Anunoby comes in for Al Horford. And it's Brown in for White. The Knicks shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Oh, wow. Brunson just getting sideswiped there and some strength to get through it.
The Pistons trailing. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. To the inside. Here's Reed. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's the Knicks with the ball. The kick out to Brown. Here's Brunson. Some solid defense from Doherty. Pistons have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drive. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Second, the Knicks.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Pass to Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Anunoby with the screen for Brown. And it's Reed pulling it down.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
The Knicks with the lead. Brunson outside. Randall finds Brown. Back to Randall. Detroit with the rebound. To stop the drought. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
They get the rebound. They kick out to Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Halliburton passes to Brunson. Over Bowen. And the Knicks miss again.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Hero, no good. The Knicks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Brown dishes to Randall. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Detroit has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Bowen. Back to Hero. Lets the 3 fly. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Hero against Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Back to Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Anunoby's got the lead up to 4 now for New York. And, well, Detroit shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Thompson, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And New York with a change here, too. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Halliburton. Now here's Thompson. 17 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hero. Detroit, no good that time either.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Mitchell, and the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 5.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now, here is Reed. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Thompson against Mitchell. Pass to Bowen. Now Doherty. They need this. Kicks it out to Hero. Here's Bowen. Thompson in the corner. Tries again. The Knicks pull it in. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Drives to the hoop for 3. Mitchell sinks the triple. And now a 9-point Knicks lead.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Johnson is checked in for the Pistons. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Tyler Hero. Here's Doherty. 8 points his last outing. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doherty. Johnson with it. He's guarded by Anunoby. And then Johnson with the jam.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Knicks.
Brunson outside. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. He seems to be rushing shots.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And here's Brunson. He picked up 33 points in their last one against the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Pass to Bowen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Doherty.
SGA with some good movement, creating an easy opportunity for a teammate.
Brunson outside.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
So for the Knicks, Obi Toppin's checked in for Randall. James comes in for OG Anunoby. Halliburton subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And that one's good, Mitchell.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Bowen. To the paint, stolen by Mitchell. Halliburton with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander, and the basket is good. Halliburton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for New York.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You make the most of second chance opportunities, and you're in there and active, or that can really put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Thompson in the corner. Here's Bowen, covered by LeBron. Doherty the pass to Bowen. They get it again. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and it's Doherty with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pistons. There's a screen by Toppin. Pass to Mitchell. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points in the game. Johnson, the pass to Doherty. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Really nice move there. Doherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
Here's Mitchell. 13 points in the game. Halliburton kicks to Mitchell. The kick out to Brown. Off target from outside. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Bowen. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he converts the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Halliburton on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Kicks it out to James. Brown wide open. He fires. From outside, off the mark.
He told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Thompson with the bucket.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
New York leading by 3. Brown deciding where to go with it.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
For the Pistons, Reed comes in for Doherty. And it's Holmgren in for Johnson. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Halliburton. Brown, good.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Here's Bowen. Pass to Holmgren. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
No one near James as he lets it go. And another 3 for New York.
Oh, and the 3 ball's still there for James. Not only is it there, it's getting more and more effective.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brunson. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for New York. They've led by as much as 10. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. 5 on the clock. Runs in the pass to Brown. And here is LeBron. Fades and shoots. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the New York Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Coach, a solid first half of play. What's been working?
We're getting the ball up the floor quickly, making quick decisions, moving the ball side to side. We started off playing pretty good defense, but we have to be able to sustain it throughout.
Hey, Coach, thanks for your time. We'll see if that defense holds up in the second half. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the New York Knicks.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Looking at the Knicks, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Howard is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Brunson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Pistons trail by 7. Holmgren in the corner. From outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Holmgren's got his third basket of the night.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's James. Howard with a screen on Holmgren. James absorbing hits on the drive.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Holmgren wide open. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to James. Out to Brunson. Looking to end its cold spell. And the rejection by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Brown jams it in.
And Brown doesn't get enough credit as one of the best two-way players in our league.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 21. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
The Knicks leading by 6. LeBron with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Willis Reed.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And the second free throw, good. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Thompson. Pass to Holmgren. And here's Thompson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Reed. Great D that time from Howard. New York has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Thompson. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Drills it from outside. Holmgren's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pistons. Holmgren against LeBron. Howard setting the pick for James. LeBron brushing off the contact.
Well, LeBron patient there, keeping the defense guessing, maybe mixing up their coverages on the back end. Makes him very unpredictable in a pick and roll set.
Pass to Bowen. Launches a 3. Thompson dishes to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Holmgren against LeBron. Out to Brunson. Back to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Brown outside. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Pistons trail by 6. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points in the game. Holmgren can't hit. Brown finds Mitchell. New York moving it around. From past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Now, here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Count that bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. Number 5, the Knicks.
And you have to be impressed if you look at the rebounding numbers from last season. They ran a number of guys to the glass, which led to plenty of second chance opportunities.
Howard against Reed. Brunson outside. The kick out to Brown. Back to Brunson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great showing for him last season. Last season put up about 30 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Here's Bowen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brunson outside. And Howard has it in the corner. Left side, Brown. Back to Howard. Pass to Brunson. It's deflected. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points in the game, and the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Here's Bowen. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Personal foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Williams, he's checked in for the Pistons. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Randall's checked in, and he nails the third. The Knicks leading by 5. And here is LeBron. He's got 13. Randall outside. Out to Brunson. Looking to get back on track here. And the layup is good. Brunson's got his second basket of the night.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson, going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. You got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. He's coming off an excellent season, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. Pass to James. Mitchell outside. Back to James. Howard, the pass to Mitchell. No good on the triple. Pistons trail by 10. Thompson with it, and it's Howard picking him up. And Thompson kicks to Reed. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Shot clock at 6. The 10-footer finds the target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play. Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They've led by as much as 10. The kick out to LeBron. From deep. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by LeBron.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. Baseline Shea on the way. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Howard's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But, Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect that guys are on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, D.A. Thank you. Now here's Randall. After the miss from Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's James. Rebound, Detroit. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Great D that time from Howard. The Knicks leading by 9. Mitchell passes to Brunson. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Howard setting the pick for Mitchell. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A different look here for Detroit. Doherty's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And Hero subbed in for Thompson. And then for New York, Derek White's checked in for Howard. Halliburton subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Lets it go from 14. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron with it. He's got 13. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Some solid defense from Reed. To the middle. Here's Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw good, LeBron.
I'm just thinking about it. Every year, the physical and mental toughness of LeBron just gets more and more impressive, maintaining his spot at the top of his game.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Detroit. Now here's Williams. Still yet to score. Doherty, the screen. Up top, Hero. Light covering. Doherty, no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Over in the corner, White. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, Hero. To the wing on the left. Reed against James. Now, here is Reed. He's guarded closer. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Nice. Brunson working inside.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And so it's the New York Knicks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Doherty. Bowen is out there with Johnson. Then it's Thompson. And it's Hero into the point guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. And Thompson slams it home.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Now, here's Brown. Halliburton outside. Pass to Mitchell. Outside for Halliburton. Brown outside. Brad Doherty pulls it in.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here's Bowen. No good. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And Anunoby slams it in.
And you could see the length that time with OG stretching out to finish.
Hero passes to Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Brown outside. Pass to Randall. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Randall. Lots of room. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Jordy with the screen on Brown. Boom. And it's off from three-point range.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
A guy with no quit in him. Brown stays on the attack and is well rewarded.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Bounce pass from Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Brown the pass to Anunoby. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Good work from the interior. Anunoby is a smart player, and he loves to capitalize down there.
Pass to Johnson. The 8-footer. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randall's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Banked in off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Pistons making a change here. Holmgren's checked in. Howard's checked in for New York. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's Mitchell missing. Pistons trail by 11. Thompson outside. Outside, Hero. Pass to Bowen. Howard against Doherty. Thompson dishes to Doherty. Knicks with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's Hero. Thompson outside. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
Howard setting the pick for Brown. Pass to Howard. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Brown. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. And then on Monday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, that will be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Reedy's checked in for Doherty. Williams comes in for Thompson. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Tyler Hero. Now, here's Halliburton. Mitchell wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark. Williams against Brown. Here's Holmgren. No basket. That's his 5th miss in 11 attempts from the floor. Halliburton kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Brown. Howard with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pocket 6 from 11 feet away. And there's Randall on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Holmgren with it. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Howard's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Williams can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Bowen. The Knicks also changing it up. James comes in for Brown. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Halliburton.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10 wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Brunson the pass to Howard. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
LeBron against Williams. The drive by James. Howard kicks to Mitchell. Out to Brunson. New York moving the ball around. Rebound by the Pistons.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot. But this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And the rejection by Holmgren.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now here's James. Back to Brunson. Brunson with another miss.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Kicks it out to LeBron. And they double up James. Takes the 3. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Hero. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Randle outside. Fades. Nice shot by James. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Yeah, not every guy goes for the mid-range, but LeBron, definitely not every guy.
Outside, Hero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Branson's entering the NBA. Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Thompson, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. LeBron, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Trains the three-pointer. Brunson's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Knicks.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now, here's Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brunson. Misses off the left iron.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Kicks it out to James. A second chance effort. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell dishes to LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Brown. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Not sure that you can be more explosive than Thompson's been here tonight. He's got it in his head that he's going to score every time down the floor.
Now, here's Mitchell. Brunson finds Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And he makes the first.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And the Pistons making a change here. Bowen's checked in. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he finishes nicely on the way. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points here in the second half.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Here's Mitchell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, a fearless play by Mitchell. Sinks his shot while being fouled, and now he'll get to the line.
Pistons trail by 13. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Team second.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing them shake loose in the mid-range.
Here's James. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Howard, the pass to James. Back to Howard. Brown down low. He's covered by Thompson. Brunson with a clean look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 6th assist on the night. Detroit's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent D from Howard. The Knicks leading by 14.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for New York.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Doherty's checked in for Reed. Jalen Williams comes in for Bowen. And it's Tyler Hero in for Thompson. Now here's Randall. Brown. 3 on the clock. White, wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3. Hero with it. Picked up by Brown. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the 3-point bomb. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points. The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. Randall a screen on Williams. Brown kicks to Halliburton. Here's Randall. Count it.
Randall. The assist goes to OG.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.